Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and it is fantastic to be back at DEFSEC 2024, right here at the DEFSEC Atlantic podcast, sponsored once again by our good friends at Cisco. A lot of great conversations already started. Kicking the whole podcast off right now is the Royal Canadian Navy. Commodore, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what your job is in the Navy?
Hey, thanks a lot, Alan. Jason Armstrong, Director General, Naval Force Development. Been doing force development work on and off since 2011, and feel like I'm a little bit of a subject matter expert for the RCN. So yeah, it's great to be here, and always an opportunity to get to the East Coast, touch the Grey Halls, and get back to our roots. So thanks for this.
Sir, many people would not know what force development means, so just sort of break that down in the context of how industry interacts with force development.
So for force development work for the Navy, we do requirements. So we're looking ahead where technology is going, where the future warfighting is going, what we need to replace for our ships and our platforms and for our crews, and we break that down. We develop our requirements, and then we push it through Canadian Armed Forces governance, seeking funds, proving that this is the capability we need. And then going forward, our interaction with industry is crucial to developing those requirements. We need to see, hey, what's cutting edge, what's out there, what's doable, and then understanding, like cost, function, and how we can sustain that better.
Commodore, I had the pleasure of attending an Outlook event where your entire team sort of lays out all the projects, and it really struck me just how engaged your team was with industry, and that healthy dialogue back and forth, that has to be vital, that sort of conversation back and forth.
It really is all about relationships, and the Navy takes pride in the relationship it's developed with industry over the years. A lot of like yourself, people that were in the RCN retired, they've gone to the defense industry. They're doing great work there, and they're there. Their hearts are in it to support the sailors, and we find that those long-term relationships are great. We have a better understanding where we're trying to go and where industry's going, and we can leverage that expertise in developing our requirements.
One thing that jumped off the page for me at that event was not only that level of engagement that we just spoke about, but submarines. Let's talk submarines. What's going on there?
We're really excited about where the Canadian Patrol Submarine Project is. Just to take a step back, the Victoria class is a very capable platform. It is still able to, go on patrol, force generate, do force deployment activities. Very, very, very capable. And we're modernizing it, so it will transition right to the end of its life, 2035, 2040. However, we need to replace it. And the Canadian Patrol Submarine Project is doing that now. The RFI, as you know, was released September 16th, 2024. The minister announced it in July at the NATO summit, and the team worked really, really hard with both PSPC, ISN, and GAC to get that RFI out in a real timely fashion. And what we're looking for is potential builders to respond, what they can do, how they can meet the timeline, how they can meet our requirements. We want to hear what Canadian industry can do, part of that sustainment, future development piece. And again, we're really excited where that program is, and we're anticipating, we assess we need a submarine in the water by 2035, earlier if we can, and then transition to that more modern fighting vehicle.
2035 is not far away, right?
No, not at all.
It seems far away, but in the terms of procurement of a submarine, that's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other things some of the high-level mandatory requirements, it has to be Arctic capable. Like, it has to be able to go, transit that great distance, operate there with very minimal support, be able to conduct a 21-day patrol and return home safely. It needs to have a full range of weapons, torpedoes, anti-ship missiles, land attack capability. It needs to have, the full range of sonars and sensors, and it's got to be able to continue its modernization effort. And we're really looking for strategic partnerships with our allies, and who will be, best suited to assist with training, crewing, again, sustainment, and the development of that capability and the tactics of it moving forward.
big ask, right? All those things that you
Yes,
just laid
yeah.
out there, right? That's complicated business. But what's really cool about all of that is that's a real opportunity for the folks in this room and beyond, right? All of those things that you just listed, that's opportunity for these folks to find their place in that, and that's an exciting piece.
Yeah, and we go back to that dialogue, that relationship. We're blessed to have Commander Martin Byrne as the project director, Commander Ashley Hunt as the project manager, and they have a wealth of experience in FD, and so they've developed relationships with industry. They've developed relationships with both PSBC, ISED, GAC, Department of Finance, and we are making sure that everyone's engaged, understand. We have a great deal of experience, and we see that there's a lot of positives about this project and a lot of great things that will be happening for the Canadian defence industry. So, excited.
Commodore, love your openness to working with industry. I love your team, how engaged they are and out there and sort of making sure no rock is left unturned and that everybody can find their place in this stuff. That doesn't happen without a steady hand on the tiller. So thank you very much for your leadership.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate the opportunity. Have a great day.